we all ready to continue? It looks like Dustin's not here quite yet, but we will keep fighting our zombies.
Where is Dustin?
I know.
You kill these zombies before he gets here for extra XP.
Yes, no experience for him. He better not have gotten any experience from that crocodile because he didn't even hit it once.
We still split that 5 ways. He fought.
Motherfucker.
He did
this,
fought.
This dwarf.
Valoria, it is your turn at this point in the round.
Okay, cool.
What would you like to do?
This undead in front of me looks damaged. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's pretty messed up. You notice that one looks like a mercenary. You see that it had like armor on it at one point, and like some spears in that still are just barely hanging on in this little quiver. Yeah, you go to use Toll the Dead. Is that not? It's damage, so it makes a wisdom save. Cool.
It needs to make wisdom save. Yeah.
Boom. Wisdom saving throw on its part. Public roll. All right, it just makes it.
All right, it takes no damage.
All right, yeah. Boom. We hear this bellow ring out from Valoria as she casts the spell, and I'll let you flavor that your own way when it hits. But for the most part, I think it's just the actual sound. And the creature just turns over in your direction.
No, it missed. I'm not a threat.
It is this. That's the one who's supposed to be fighting war anyway. This one here is going.
Still my turn because I can move.
Oh, yep, you can move. Yeah, would you like to move? Absolutely.
Dumb shit! Woo! Just jumps in the river.
All right, it is this one's turn here. It's going to make an attack at Asteria, its previous quarry. I mean, you woke it up from its nap. So it's going to make an attack. Roll. 11, does that hit you?
No, I have armor.
It's trying to claw you, and it would have rolled with disadvantage anyway. I have to remember that when attacking you, so it wouldn't. How much armor do you have?
Sanctuary, you actually have to roll a wisdom save to attack.
Oh, yeah, it does. So it wouldn't have even been able. Let's see if it would have even. I'm going to keep its attack roll. Let's see if it would have even been able to. Iku's DC mod for that. What is that? Okay, cool. And it needs to make a wisdom save to see if it even can. No, it would have gone to war and still missed. It's horrible, this thing. It's reading around. War, what would you like to do?
Let's see. I think I'm gonna hit the same one. Do I still have the magic weapon from...
yeah, you do, I believe. Valoria hasn't been hit. She still has concentration on the spell.
Alright, I also need to...
By the way, I need to mark Valoria that you are concentrating on a spell.
I have spent 1 turn in rage. Okay.
Let's get this on here. You are concentrating on a spell.
So I'm attacking the same one.
Oh, so's Iku. She's also concentrating. Cool. Use that little spell symbol. Awesome. Same one. That will hit. Go ahead and give me damage.
17. So that'd be 12. 14?
12. Alright, cool. Just has to do a little thing here.
Or it'd be 14 damage.
Oh, 14 damage.
Yeah. 12 from +1 with the magic weapon, and then the additional 2 rage.
So 2 rage, so total of 14?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, you strike it, and you cleave into it. And it falls down, and as you turn to face the other, it's back up. You think, you know that strike should have killed it. And it just back to life. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
So the Ancestral Protectors, since I hit it this turn, are also affecting it again.
What's up?
The Ancestral Protectors should be affecting it again.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Does that do anything else to him? Other than...
So every turn, the first attack that I hit, they redirect to that thing, and it just does the
extra damage.
Well, resistance to other things, or to anybody else that gets hit by it.
Okay.
And yeah, disadvantage on attacks against anybody else.
Cool. It doesn't give it any disadvantages or anything other than that. Other like on its like base rolls. Okay, we're good. We're good. It does disadvantage to attack other things than you.
Yes.
I get that. Cool. It is the one in the 10's turn. It scrambles up towards you, Valthine, and goes to make an attack upon you. Slam attack. Huh. 21 hit.
Yep.
All right, it just starts ripping and clawing. You guys can see this tent shuffling back and forth as it deals 7 bludgeoning damage to you. Go ahead and mark that on your token as it's just ripping away. Yeah, you want to mark it on your token as well.
Yeah, working on it.
All good. All good. All right. The one that came back to life for, the one that marked you, is going to. It's going to keep digging into you since you're the. I think coming back after you killed it, come back to life. It doesn't care about Valoria. It's going to make an attack on you. It's a normal attack against you, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Slam for 22.
Ooh, that hits.
3 bludgeoning down to 1. Just ripping in. You guys see like a couple of claw attacks get across War's cheek. It's able to actually get at him. These things are rabid. And this, the one that's staying alive is this one that had leather armor on. That was probably a guard of these people. And those spears are just rattling in the back of like the weapons that he had never used, rattling on his back. This one, because these guys are individuals. They have things. They were people. A long time ago, well, not a long time ago, probably fairly recently, but this one has a book strapped to her back that's still just barely dangling on that looks as though it's weathered, and Brolin is here. Oh, good old Brolin. Awesome. Hello, just in time. Always coming in, just ready for the fight.
Woo!
I love that you're here. That's very good. I'm happy about that. Thanks for joining us, bud. All right, so that zombie takes an attack. So, Brolin, I think it's natural that you're just stepping in on this. This is the next morning after the party has sort of gone into the temple and checked it out. And they found another area near the temple and have discovered a camp of what might have been archaeologists at one point, ripped apart. And as they went to discover this camp and look around, their corpses came to life and attacked them. Yeah, I think as far as like recap for before, I'll make sure you get the video because there was a lot of detail there that I don't want to get into just right now. But this is the situation you're walking in on right now. I would love for Brolin to actually roll initiative before I work with my other zombie. So you're on the map. You're coming in right over here.
I actually don't. The map is black for me right now for some reason.
Do you see here?
Nope.
Are you zoomed in super far, or maybe not?
Scroll to the bottom of the map.
It might be.
Oh, yeah.
It might.
It's probably in the dark because of the vision stuff.
No, he should be able. Yeah, if you're far up, scroll down, Dustin.
Oh, maybe that's it.
Well, he is in like the bottom portion of it, yeah.
Just a second.
Let me know if you see yourself. You should. I lost him.
Yeah, he got up and is doing something.
He got up and did something else. All right, so this zombie here hasn't done anything yet, if I'm correct. No, it did. It did a little single damage to you. Asteria, what would you like to do?
I will punch the ground again.
All right, yeah, you punch the ground. Again, as healing light rips up con saves from these guys. All right. 1 and 2 failures, 4 points of damage. All right. Okay, it's 4 points of damage. You said?
Yeah.
On this one here, cool.
On both of them.
On both of them. All right. Cool. So this one here takes that damage, and let me just do this. All right, yeah, you see it rip into him. This healing light, kind of like it falls, like it starts to fall apart, and then as your light fades, it just back into place. But whatever magics, evil magics, are keeping this thing alive, it survives. This one takes the 4. That radiant light bursts through the ground. It is. Thank you, Brolin. I appreciate that. I'll put you right here. Iku, it's your turn. Oh, that's me. Haha. All right. Iku says, "Oh, these are becoming a problem," and she's going to point right at the one that is still alive, and she's going to, I think, point blank, guiding bolt. So let's see how that does. Ooh, it definitely hits. Nice. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, you watch this thing as it's torn away by the radiant light, just echoing out of Iku's staff, and it just burns, and you watch a good portion of it turn to dust. Its legs disintegrate as its torso plops to the floor, lifeless. It is destroyed. She says, "You really gotta hit him hard to kill him." And it is, yeah, she'll move over into this tent. She'll burst in and see Valfine, and engage with this zombie. She says, "I'm here, dear." And it is, yeah, I'll minimize these, because I'm not using those characters. It is Brolin's turn. Brolin, how do you enter in? You probably just woke up in the morning and you were gathering a few things out in the jungle, maybe a little bit of food for yourself, and you are just returning, and you see this scene before you.
Oh, jeez, yeah,
These tents are being like torn apart. You see these horrible undead archaeologists and some of their guards fighting your friends. Yeah, you were there. You moved 10 feet. This is technically difficult terrain, so that's 20 feet.
Oh no.
Did you want to go around? This is not difficult.
Yeah, let's do that instead.
Yeah, I want to try to rip into the back of this. This tent.
Yeah.
That could be cool. Yeah, you could get there. Do you change form or anything?
Yeah, I use a bonus action to turn into my my raptor form.
Go ahead and just I'm gonna put Brolin over. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave Brolin where he is. Just put your raptor on top of Brolin. You'll have to move 2 tokens at once.
Okay.
So click and drag your raptor onto the field, and I'll make sure Brolin's in the back. Cool. Yeah, you can put him on top of Brolin.
Dionychus.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put him on top of Brolin.
Trying.
You can click and drag those. Yeah, you should be able to get it. What?
No, I'm using my frickin' trackpad, and I should
it's okay.
have gotten my mouse.
All good.
Oh.
So yeah, you want to start ripping into this guy? You can this is a run and a pounce, so you can make all 3 of your attacks, and then if one of them hits, it has to make a save.
Okay, yeah.
And then your save DC should be DC 12 strength saving throw, or you get an extra attack as a bonus action. But the only thing is, you spent your bonus action to turn into this creature, so you will not get the pounce in the first turn.
That's fine. So 2 attacks.
3. It makes 3 attacks. 1 with bite, 2 with claws.
Okay. I have it. Just gotta... Oh my god.
Shift double click.
I know.
Can you get your character sheet open?
Okay, I'll be right back. I can't take this.
Okay. So
that.
we'll delay that, which is fine. Oh man, I really didn't want to delay it. Jack?
I'm sorry. I tried to not have to bring my mouse into this, so...
Well, bring your mouse into it.
Turns out my trackpad sucks.
Turns out it stinks.
Turns out it is just...
You want me to roll those attacks for you in the meantime, or?
Yeah, please do.
Cool. Yeah, I'll get you those attacks out if you're cool with my DM hands getting all over them.
The blessings of the DM.
All right, 3 attacks.
I
One
wouldn't
with bite.
call it blessings.
1 with bite, normal roll. 2 with claws.
Oh, that's a crit.
Very nice.
Nice.
All right. Normally I wouldn't have, but I know that you can't move any further. That's 25 feet. 25 feet would be. Oop. No thanks. I accidentally did a thing. Oh god, I keep doing a thing. I clicked on the wrong ability. All right, cool. 25 feet, 30, 35, 40. You might be able to split these attacks up with your movement. So go ahead, because you could kill this thing. I don't know. So do you want to go ahead and click your attacks? Because you have to actually click the word attack in chat. You want to click your damage, Dustin? Can you do that?
Yep.
All right, do your first one. So 7 piercing. Let me apply them one at a time. 7 piercing. He's still up. Go for your next one. Hit attack again. That's the crit. So 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, that is enough to bring it to 0. Let's see if it stays dead. 7. Okay. So let's see how he does. All right, yeah, you see him just ripped apart. So I think Valfine and Iku see this just, you would recognize it as Brolin's raptor. What kind of like distinctive feature of the raptor do we know that it's Brolin's raptor? Does it have a beard?
Yeah, he's an albino. He's an albino startup raptor.
Yeah, you know this is his. You saw it the first time, and it just tears this thing down. It just rips it to pieces and annihilates it. And it's just ripped apart.
Probably bites off the head.
Yeah, bites off the head, tears it off. That's all. Though that was not all 3 of your attacks. You have one more. Did you want to move up? You have enough movement. You only move 25 feet. The creature you have now should have 40 feet of movement, if I'm correct.
I think so as well. Yeah, he has 4.
So yeah, you can literally just make it up to this other one if you want.
Yeah.
Make your attack on that one. This Brolin rips in. Because that does hit. 4 slashing. Okay, cool. It's just enough to bring him to 0. Let's see if he stays there.
Oh, no way.
Let's see if he stays there. Oh my god. He does. Oh, I rolled that not in private. Yeah, you just rip into this thing. And like, yeah, so we just see this albino raptor rip its way across the battlefield, tear up 2 of these guys. You've been working. I'm sorry. I could just see Kyle over there in like MMO stance, like, fucking Steve kills Steel. Yeah, he gets 2 kills. But this battle's not over. Brolin, thematically, after your turn, I'm glad you rolled 11, because I rolled 11 too. You guys hear as this last undead reanimation of these archaeologists hits the floor, a cracking in the jungle in this direction, and the tents are torn up enough that Valfine can see, but Brolin can see as well. Brolin should be Brolin's token. Yep. Should be under here. You see, sort of ripping its way up from the jungle foliage, a horrible sight. You see what looks like a version of Brolin right now, but bigger, a raptor. You see its flesh torn away and rotted to a horrible blue color, and it just rips its way up, and it looks over at all of you, and it breaks away from all the foliage it was under. It is covered head to toe in spears and swords that you recognize were from the barracks over here. This creature that they managed to kill, it rises from the dead with them and bolts right over towards Brolin.
We're gonna die!
And yeah, this horrible undead Zeloraptor zombie, it's coming at you. So it moves forward 20 feet. So that needs to hit you first. So let's see if it hits you. So
I knew thee well, dwarf.
Public roll. 12 hits you? The armor class of your new creature?
No, I have 13 armor.
Ooh, yeah. It bites down. You dodge out of the way. You're smaller, a little more nimble. It just goes for a claw. 22.
Oh, yeah, that hits
it has some effects. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. Fuck. And it casts Cone of Cold on Brolin.
I just hit con, right?
Constitution save of the creature, yeah. Of the creature. So you might have to click on... I don't think it's going to have its con save like anyway. You might have to click on the actual stat. 18, you make it. You feel those claws pierce into you. And it is you are able to resist. Like you feel like your veins begin to pulse and fester, but you resist it, and you take 10 points of damage.
10 damage. He's not looking too hot.
I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh no!
For its pounce. So apply the damage to the token. First.
Oh, so let me.
Negative 10.
How do I do that?
You click on the token, and then there's a little green orb.
Oh,
You click
okay.
on the orb and hit minus 10.
This is going in my blog.
Alright, rolling that strength saving throw.
With that creature strength.
Oh no!
Failed. It's able to it can make a bite attack against you as a bonus action. So it claws, like you dodge out of the way of the first bite, like you jump through its mouth on it, and then it claws, digs you into the ground, and rips and goes for a rip. 11 hit.
That doesn't hit me.
Doesn't. And you dodge out of the way. It is unable to. You're unable to. It's unable to really fuck you up, but it did hurt you. This horrible creature. You see the bits of flesh falling from it as it still holds that predatorial, like, cornering. It still wishes to feast. It's still there in the night of the attack on this place. That would be Valfine. Your turn. You see this thing outside of the remnants of the tent. It's cornering in on Brolin.
I think what we're gonna do. How torn up is the tent in?
Oh, it's pretty messed
shredded?
up.
It's
You
gone?
can see it's not stopping you from anything yet. Because
Okay.
literally a raptor ripped its way through it moments ago.
Yeah, so Valfine's gonna roll out
Okay, yeah, you roll
into
out.
the
So
brush.
it's
She's gonna hide.
this is 20 feet of so this will be 10, 20 feet of movement. It's all this is bad. This is just difficult terrain. But yeah, you go in here and try to hide. Bonus
Yeah.
action.
Bonus action hide, yeah.
Go ahead and make your bonus action hide roll.
You want me to stealth?
Yeah, that's a stealth. That is a check, a legit check. Alright, cool. Yeah, you jump in there, and I think you maybe like you're around all this brush. I think that's foliage, and I think you even see the creature look over in your direction, just turn and twist. Like every movement you make, it like just goes to it. Action? Anything up for your action?
Draw a short bow.
All right, draw a short bow, fire. You would get a sneak attack because your allies are nearby.
Okay.
So let's see that roll.
I don't like it already.
Let's see it. Roll a short bow. 16
Wow,
hits.
I
Go ahead and
doubled my eight.
roll your short bow damage. It'll add the sneak attack. Nice. 3 and 5, 8 points of damage as it. And it takes that damage, 8 points, as it just rips in, and it just adds to the orchestra of spears and arrows that are already in it from when it attacked this place. Valoria, would you like to do anything?
Oh man,
See this?
can't wait for this super great quick turn.
What's it gonna be? Ooh, it's on self. Range self. So, okay, yeah. You bolster yourself. You shield yourself. Go ahead and roll that temporary hit dice for me. 1d4 plus 4.
Nice.
Oh, nice! So, total of 8. Go ahead and tack 8 temp hit points on your character sheet. Nice. You shield yourself with a necrotic energy. What does it look like? Is it just like the shadow?
Yeah, just pulling the shadows out from the ground and bolstering myself with them.
This thing looks intimidating. You would want to do that. All right, that's your action. Any movement you want to take? Do you want to move back further?
I'm actually gonna move.
Oh, on the other side of the wall?
Sure.
I don't know if you can go that far.
What's the strength for pulling the canoe down to the water?
That's way too far for you. Go ahead and let's put her back.
Okay. Yep. All right. Fine.
You want to move forward? You can get behind the wall and get partial cover, but I don't think it does range. So maybe it does. Who knows what kind of
No,
thing.
I'm gonna stay nice and out of 40-foot range.
Okay, yeah.
That's 50.
Just out of it. Just out of it. Go ahead and make an attack.
Yeah.
Or you did it already. You did the thing.
No, I'll use an attack too. That's
Nope.
fine.
So they're dead. So
Well, since you mentioned it,
since you mentioned it, I will. So nice. Yeah, we got rid of all the zombies. Good thing. War. It's your turn. You see this thing, this hulking beast, this undead abomination. What would you like to do?
Take it down my rage thing.
Hit it with the axe.
War's gonna move here and then there. And
Okay.
then there.
All right.
And then he's going to. We're gonna reckless attack on this one.
All right. We're going for the advantage.
Yeah.
It turns its head to you as you make your entrance.
Advantage. Wow.
man.
Advantage.
I'm sorry.
What's your total?
11.
Hits.
Or wait, 12. It would have been 12, but
Hits.
okay. Wow. All right.
Go ahead and roll that damage.
Yeah. So I added the magic weapon to the rage thing for now.
Okay, cool. So it's a total of 11.
Yeah. So that's
All right,
11.
points of damage.
And
as you cut into it, you
the-
break some of those spears off its hide.
Yep. And the ancestral protectors run from the downed zombie that they were around before, and they surround him.
Around him. Looks to either side of it, seeing these creatures. It is Asteria's turn. Asteria, what would you like to do?
This looks like a job for Eldritch Blast.
By the way, you wouldn't have had Sanctuary. I forgot. I'm keeping Bless. She's keeping concentration on Bless. I forgot Sanctuary's.
Everything that attacked me missed anyway.
Okay, cool. What would you?
I'm gonna hex him first.
Ooh, okay, yeah, that's an automatic. You will be hexed.
I have all the stat effects.
And I guess we'll go with Dex.
Does that apply to just you?
No, it applies to anyone. If you have one that you would like.
Yes, Dex save fails.
If you can't decide on one, willpower would be great for my toll.
Oh, then willpower.
All right. With a disadvantage on his wisdom. Excellent. I love it. Anything? So he's hexed. A bonus action. You can main action cantrip or something else? You can move if you want.
Eldritch Blasting him.
Okay, Eldritch Blast away. That definitely hits. Go ahead and give me damage. 7, and then give me the hex damage.
I forgot to turn that on. One sec.
All right. Nice. So total of 11 points of damage. You see that that holy energy rip through this creature as it is bloodied by that attack. Very nice. And you stay where you are, Asteria?
Yeah, there's a lot of things between me and him.
Okay, Iku will move forward and make a strike with her staff at this creature. Alright, cool. Yeah, going with this. Alright, yeah, she goes to strike at the creature with her staff, and she's unable to connect as it just moves around in a quick manner. She's like, you have to slay this thing. Hit it hard. And it's Brolin's turn.
All right. I imagine War hitting him's kind of gotten his claw off me, and yeah, he'll spin around and attack him again.
All right, make your tree attacks.
My tree attack. I can submit it. Come on. Ooh, that's a 5.
First one is a natural 1. It is able to get that claw near you again, in an area where it's ready to strike. But go ahead for the next one. Next attack. That was bite, 2 claws.
2 claws. Ooh,
Alright,
Go ahead
okay.
and roll damage for that.
we got a 19 for the second claw.
Always. So if you hit its best, I want to set it up now that you roll damage.
Okay,
I want
okay.
all three. So just for the future. But go ahead
Okay.
and do the damage for the first one. Nice, 8 points of damage, and the second one does hit. Go for the second. You're like on this guy, like clawing him, showing him the business. So that's for 3. Cutting into him. It still stays up. Its fortitude is great. It is its turn. Unless you want to do, did you have a bonus action? You could move out of this form if you wanted.
No, this form? No. I think I'm good.
Okay, cool, awesome. And that will be its turn. It's going to dial in as to who should its target be. Man, it's probably gonna be War. And wait, they got that hefty strike. It's pretty bad. I think it is going to. Yeah. Trying to think, who did the most damage here?
I've done 2 crits to it so far.
2 crits. It might be you. I think it was your original quarry, so it's going to continue trying to rip into you. One with bite and one with claws. Here comes the bite.
Disadvantages.
At disadvantage. All right. Bite.
Hex, right?
I didn't
No,
query me.
ancestral protectors.
Ancestral, okay.
So disadvantage. I'll roll one more time. Still no. This is weird. Why wouldn't? Oh, because I set it up like that. I'm a fool. Disadvantage is toggle for me on this side. I forgot I left it on my creatures. Some of my creatures. So we'll go with that next bite. So this is the real roll for whether advantage or disadvantage. 7. It is unable to connect. And then it goes for a strike with the claws, also at disadvantage. This time I'll actually set it up. Okay.
Double natural one.
Double natural one. Yeah, it goes to rip at you, and as you guys are surrounding this undead creature, you fare much better than the last purveyors of this camp. It is unable to connect, and it topples to the ground, prone, and it's just screaming on the ground as it riles, unable to get its footing. It's prone, so advantage to hit for melee, disadvantage for range. Valfi?
Sees this thing goes down. Gonna move in for a melee attack, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you got a spot right there. You guys stand together as friends for the most part.
You've got it, guys!
You can do it. As you turn to make an attack roll, you get advantage, so it is it's automatic sneak attack anyway.
Nice.
So 17 hits. Go ahead and hit the damage for rapier. Oh, nice. 12. That is enough to slay it. Let's see if it stays down. Okay, here we go. Yep, I know the number. How do you want to kill it?
Smelting's just gonna run up. I'm gonna run near the head, put her foot down on its neck, and take the rapier and stab it right through its eye.
Oh. And you see that undead light leave its eyes as the creature is thoroughly slain and put down. It is not getting back up again. Nice job, guys.
Fuck.
Nice job.
Good job, everyone!
Good job. Good job.
Turn off all my status
Alexandria?
effects.
Alexandria?
Go team!
Yeah, you see her in the back. Hey. Yeah, Iku sits sort of sitting over the body. She's panting a little bit from having to kind of run around, cast spells, help you guys. Worried about this thing. I think she'll say, "Even here, we are too close to the undead territories. The magic of Rosny Sea seeps throughout Chult like a poison. We should keep moving. We should not stay stagnant. We are on the other side of the river, but it is apparent that we are not safe from the undead hordes."
Yeah, I think War's protectors kind of do the melt into ash type looking thing, but spectral, and disappear as he calms down a bit.
Ooh, okay.
It says we should probably burn these bodies.
Probably for the best. Yeah, you guys take the time to burn the corpses. You guys have those utilities on you, I believe. I mean, radiant fire at the very least is going to burn away most of these corpses. It's too happy. What the fuck? Regular jungle. All right, good.
God forbid.
God forbid it be happy. Nice, very nice. Yeah, there's dead bodies all around. There's a bunch of their old gear, kind of like I explained. I will say mechanically, there's nothing here. You can go around, you see the papers. A lot of it's damaged. Unfortunately, like you could make an investigation check if you wanted, but from the surface, it seems as though there's nothing salvageable here. It has probably been out in the jungle. You say at least a month, 2 months.
Would probably take like 3 of the broken spears and like shove them into the ground in like a triangle thing, and then put one of the shields on top, just in the middle of the camp as like a marker that this has been dealt with.
Okay, I think that's cool. No, I like that. You guys have an opportunity for a short rest here if you want to spend an hour at the beginning of the day to get yourself pumped up so you're not fucked over for the travel that we'll be doing today. So it takes an hour, but we still get full travel. You can have at least one short rest in a travel without it disturbing the movement. So,
How do I remove the raptor?
You just click on him, hit delete.
Oh.
Actually, if we're gonna do a short rest, I'm gonna do hit dice instead of that.
Okay, yep, that's fine. You guys want to do a short rest?
Is
I'll
it
do it.
okay? I'm at half health, maybe?
Probably not a bad idea. I don't know if you want to look like that in the thing. It looks like we're doing a short rest. So yeah, you guys probably gather up back over by the here. I'll get you guys over there. So I'm gonna move your tokies.
Thank you.
Back over by here, you've gotten the canoe down to the water. You've thoroughly explored this area, this temple to Ubtao. Discovered what secrets it may have, though none of will have some use to you. 2 of you kind of came out with something good. But yeah, you guys. So go ahead and spend hit dice. Have you done it before, Josh?
I've not, no.
So it's on your character sheet, just under your health. Should show what looks to be hit dice, and then you have 1 of 2. You usually get those back on a long rest, and I don't think you've used one, so you would have 2. I'll mark that up to 2 for you. So just hit the word hit dice where that is.
You get half back on long rest, right?
Half back on a long rest. So you got. It's okay. So you get 2 HP back. That's one of them. Do you want to spend another one?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and click it again. All right, you get 6. So you've spent your hit dice with it. You get half back on a long rest, so you would get 1. But yes, excellent. You are able to heal 8 points of healing total. So go ahead and add that to your token. I think that brings you back to full.
Yeah, back to full now.
Which is very good. Yes. Oh, I can't hear you, Alex. I'm muted.
I'm gonna pick up that book that kept getting mentioned.
Oh, on her back. Yeah, you could have picked that up for sure, because yeah, War took some of the spears. The book seems fairly intact, and it looks to be what pages you can sort of pull from it. And I imagine you easily have Valfine over your shoulder during this.
Yes.
Maybe War as well. It seemed as though that these were indeed traveling archaeologists. They had made their way through the River Soshin Star with plans to go somewhere of note, a place called Firefinger. And I'm going to change our map up a little bit, because there's enough notes here to describe a location. They had plans to go here, stopped when they found this temple, and that was the last note in there. They could hear the screams of raptors, and they were having to stay quiet. And apparently, they did not survive; they died. So yes, you see a note of a place known as Firefinger, and you have enough information—not a map, but enough information to tell where exactly they were heading. They were making a roundabout way to get there. They didn't want to go down the river Tariki because it was too dangerous, and they state that it was too many waterfalls, and the flow, the current was too heavy going down back towards Port Nyanzaru, and that river Tariki was impassable. So that they would take instead the river Soshin Star and wrap their way around. And with enough detail in that book for you and Valfing probably together, maybe even War, to suffice, you would know that the location of this place, this Firefinger, is here. Let me bring it to the layer. Cool. Right here. I think there might be an illustration. Let me look. I would love it if there was. Come on, wizards.
Where's Firefinger? I think.
Yeah, I didn't see
I
it.
don't think.
Oh,
I
I'm on a
don't
different
see it.
layer. I'm on a different layer. Sorry.
It's on the other river.
Right here.
Ah,
Oh, crap. Okay.
Firefinger. Let me see if I can get a picture of it. Oh.
we should go there.
Fuck that.
There's an illustration of it. It looks like this. Describes, I think it illustrates this large pillar, this tower with a this natural tower of stone, and on top of it, an unnatural tower with a flame bursting from it, a light of a torch of some sort. And I think as you're looking at that, you can Iku probably would make mention. Says, "Oh yes, the old watchtowers of the Omnian Empire. They were built quite a long time ago. There are many, though I imagine there were many, but I imagine most of them don't exist. That would be quite the sight to see. If it is still there, as they believe. I imagine its flame must no longer be lit."
Does the book mention why they wanted to go there?
It says, "Oh, they are warning. Oh, why they wanted to go there? They want." In the book, they describe it as what could possibly be the only watchtower left from that empire, probably from Mesro's old empire for sure. And I said Omnian. I didn't mean that. This is like old Chult. This is like natural Chult, and it probably would have things maybe about just like it's literally they're going there to discover what they can. If it's the only watchtower, warning tower left in Chult, they wanted to go there and see what they could find, see what they could excavate. As many who travel into Chult, they might be looking for treasure, they might be looking for knowledge, museums, artifacts, whatever they can, artifacts from museums, whatever they can sort of get. And that's where they were heading. And yeah, they perished on the way, unfortunately. But you had the fortune of finding that map. Though the path is dangerous, they spoke of going down further into what they believe to be a basin to the south, though they're not sure, and then they would wrap their way back up in the hopes that the river Tariki would expose themselves to them at some point. And they would be able to go downriver from there and hit Firefinger and then shoot back to Port Nyanzaru. That was their planned route.
Their planned route seems like a terrible choice.
They did not want to take the river Tariki. They did not want to do it. And they also couldn't afford a boat out of the Bay of Chult to make it to one of the other closer bays. So they wish they could have. Excellent. So yeah, you guys get your boat ready, yourselves well prepared for the day. Are we ready for travel, friends? Or is there anything else you guys want to do here?
War's gonna ask Iku. I thought we were safer from the undead on this side of the river.
Says for the most part, yes, but unfortunately, evil magic finds a way. I'm sure it's just a patch, but it's best just to... The dead can wander, though they do not normally make their way across the river. These poor individuals possibly died. Maybe one of the raptors carried the disease. They could have made their way over the river. This raptor could have already been undead at one point. Many horrible things can happen, but being this close to undead lands, it should not surprise you if we see undead.
Okay.
Yes, and are you guys prepared? Is there anything else you wanted to discuss?
I want to spend some salves, right?
Oh yeah,
Since it is not morning.
do we do that at the beginning of the day?
Yeah, we should That's
Go
what
ahead
we
and
were
mark
saying we were gonna
yourselves. It's morning. Mark yourselves if you don't want to deal with bugs. Definitely do that, everybody. Brolin, Alexandria, you wanna? That's our one thing we're tracking right now. Outside of weather. So let's begin. Let me close some of my windows here and see if we can get through a day of travel before we have to close on this session. Close this. Close this. I'll keep that one up. Close this. You can stay. That can stay. I don't need her. Yeah, that one can stay. I'm cool with that. That one can go. That one can go. Cool. All right. Traveling routine. Beginning of the day. So the mist possibly breaks here, and we'll see what the true weather of this day of Chult will be. We are still on the regular season. Ooh, heavy rain. Heavy rain. So it's a bit of a storm, not quite so rough, enough to block your vision, but not to do too much else. Missile ranges are halved by certain creatures in the rain, so not the best day for arrows. That will be some rain sounds. Let's turn off this jungle ambience and turn on the weather, because that's what we're listening to today. Rain outdoors. Rain and thunder. Cool, yeah. It is raining as we travel through, but our travel is not impeded, fortunately. All right, applying daily spells, setting prepared spells upon waking. Did you guys want to change out any of your prepared spells for the day? I'll give you that chance to do that now.
Nah, I'm good.
All right. Did you want to switch anything?
We slept. What experience did we get for that again?
You slept. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good call.
You guys would have gotten some experience. That's true.
Wait,
I'm asking because some of us are on the cusp of leveling, so.
Yeah, I am.
So, yeah, you guys entered into the. So you don't get anything for the zombies, but you do get something for the. Because that'll be for the next day. Because you just did that today. You do get something for the temple. Where is my temple? For exploring the temple, which I liked a lot. Let's see. Oop, nope, that's marching order, wrong thing. Where is my? There we go. There we are. Let's see how much we can get here. So we had only 5 of you. Well, Iku wasn't involved. She didn't involve herself, so it's just 4. She stayed out of it, so you guys could do it yourselves. Looking out for you guys. So it would just be 4 of you to get XP. And Brolin, you would get XP from the next rest because you just came here you weren't here for the temple, unfortunately.
Okay.
Okay, so XP calc. Let me go here. Here, 4. Let's see if this works out. You guys are level. What's the max level? What's the minimum level in the party? Sorry.
Minimum
2?
level is 2.
2, I believe.
Okay, cool.
Max level is 3.
Okay, got it. Max level is 3. Thank you. That's something I didn't know. All right. Everybody gets 275 experience points.
Okay, and 900 is 3, right?
Yep. 900 is 3. So yeah, you can apply that if you want. Everybody but Brolin. Yeah, Brolin doesn't get. Brolin, you didn't apply it, did you?
No.
Cool. It was 275 XP for everybody except Brolin.
So that puts the level 3s at 1,190.
Yeah.
Cool. Just want to make sure I did my math right.
Yep. You can actually do your math right in your token if you can. Oh well, you were not on a token screen.
Yeah, we can actually.
You can add it to your token.
Oh.
I don't want to. Let me see.
Well, we can do it next time.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. I'll just put us back into.
Yeah.
Chult.
No need
that's
to worry
fine.
about it now.
Cool. Very good. So yeah, we're at the correct amount for our other levels. So does that push you over to level 3, Josh?
Yeah, because 900, right? So I am at
Alright.
1065.
We have a half an hour. We could level you up. Do you want to level up now? Do you want to wait till the end of the session? I'll leave it up to you. Statistically, it's better to do it now. I can at least give you a few parts of it, like your HP increase.
Yeah, why don't we do that?
Okay, yeah, take your HP increase. I think that's probably one of the bigger ones. So do you want to roll for it or go for half?
I'm gonna hit the average again.
Average. So
So
5,
six
so
for
add
you.
6 HP to your character sheet. At the very least, that'll be nice.
Okay.
If I start crushing you, you might be like, "Can we pause and kind of level up?" Yeah, we only have a half hour, so we'll see where Chult takes us for the River Soshin Star leads.
3rd level sneak attack becomes 2d6, and then you get
Oh, yeah.
your archetype stuff.
I can up that for you, actually. I can help you.
Do a 2d6 more. Where would you change that actually?
It's right in where your
right in the
attacks
box.
are.
I see
Yeah,
that.
can you change that?
Did you see it updated? Oh, shit. Blind break.
Let me see. Josh, Delphine. Let's see. Yeah, it did. It increased. Cool. You got those. Those are important. We'll go with your special skills because you'll get some other stuff later. I think that's enough to help you survive. You can make your max hit point maximum 21 as well. I'll do that for you. 21 and 21. Cool. That is enough for you to level, and that is good. The only person who's still level 2 is Brolin, but he should probably not be after this day. If he survives this day, he should sleep in raptors, and today should totally push him over.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's move to our next portion. So we applied our daily spells, set prepared spells upon waking. We did all that. You guys have everything you want for prepared spells. Asteria and Brolin and Val, or next Alexandria.
I am prepared.
Mine are constant prepared.
Our marching order, our seating arrangement in the canoe, is that changing at all? Do you want to look at that again?
I'm set.
Good.
You guys set? Cool. We're staying where we were in the canoe originally. Sounds like a plan. Alright, assigning roles for the day. Iku is your natural navigator. She'll insist that Brolin helps her because of his own knowledge of the land. Brolin, what's your bonus to survival checks?
My bonus to survival
I want to know if you have more than Iku.
is 5.
Okay, cool. No, you don't. So she'll be rolling. And then you'll be helping her. You're cool with that, Brolin? You accepted
Yeah.
that? Cool.
Yeah.
And then what are our other roles for the day? War, I know you've been kind of taking the role of paddler, correct?
Yeah.
Sticking with that. Cool. So then we have our girls in the middle. Asteria, Alexandria, and Valphine. What are you guys doing?
In the boat?
In the boat, yeah. What is your role? What is your navigation role? Are you foraging when the boat takes a quick break on the shore? Are you don't have to map? Are you scouting, keeping a lookout, or are you doing something else, something menial, like
Everyone
practicing
cool
stuff?
with my passive 16 being the scout?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you are scout, and then so we just have Asteria, Alexandria. What are you guys doing?
Going for that sweet forge.
Okay, you're going for the forage. So the boat will only move the 2 squares, the 2 hexes. I'm cool with that. We'll roll the D4 to see if it goes, because you guys are moving at a fast. I think you guys were always moving at a fast pace because there's no penalties while in the boat.
We had the water shaping thing too.
You did have the water shaping thing before, but you don't have that any longer if Alexandria is committing to foraging, so you guys don't have to spend food, because you can only take 1 action. So.
Oh, did we decide that we wanted speed over food?
Yeah, what's up? Do you guys want speed over food? Guaranteed 3 hexes?
Actually, speed's probably better. We should do speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guarantee you commit to your water shaping spell, commit to the speed.
I can
I'm
also
gonna Katara
cast.
this shit.
I can also cast Good Berry, so we can all eat.
You have good bear. You guys are pretty covered on food and sustenance.
Yeah.
That is Asteria. Asteria, what would you like to do? You're the last one.
I
You can do
will
whatever.
cast guidance on Valphine to help our scouting.
Oh yeah, go ahead and just roll D4 and add that to your passive. I like that.
Roll a D. Okay.
Yep, I just want to see what it ends up being.
Nice.
Ooh, nice. 19 passive
19.
perception. So that's Asteria's action. Asteria, that's not actually your action. That's just a single spell that you're casting. It's only 1. You don't have to constantly keep that. I think it lasts for like 8 hours or something, right?
I think it's 1 use.
I don't even think it's concentration yet. I think you just give it to him and it lasts for quite a while.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Then
What is
I guess for my actual action,
Spend the spell slot for guidance if it is a spell slot.
Oh, it's a cantrip.
Okay. And what would you you could help someone, with something. I don't think you can only help Valfine, but Valfine's using your passive. So do you want to just do something minor? You could do something for yourself in the boat. You're kind of sick in the boat.
Yeah,
So
I'm mostly just taking care of myself in the boat.
take care
I
of
think.
yourself. Making sure you're not hurling. Our travel pace, we're keeping it fast, correct? So that we're going fast. We have Alexandria in the speed thing, and now we're gonna roll navigation. So let's get that navigation roll from Iku. She has advantage. She has her skill bonus, and we're going at a normal pace. There's no negatives to it. Where? Yeah, we're in jungle.
We're technically doing fast pace, but no negatives, right?
Yeah, she doesn't get any. There's no negatives for her going to a fast pace because she's not exerting herself at all.
Right.
Very cool. So you guys are able to. Let's figure out how these encounter rolls go. That's our next thing to roll. So I rolled our navigation. You guys are navigating. Encounter rolls. All right. Yeah, you guys travel through the day, through your morning. Your morning goes fairly undisturbed. Any chatter back and forth between the party at all, or are we keeping mainly focused on the travel ahead? I'll give an option for role plays, essentially what I'm saying. If you guys want to talk on the boat, you can talk.
I'm actually, or Alexandria's going to be pretty quiet because she's going to be focusing on her task, but also because the water has proven to be a fatal thing for her in Chult. So she's got, she's dealing with some trauma there. She's going to be pretty nervous.
Yeah, I get that. Let me zoom in on this map here. Cool. Anybody else? Anything else you guys want to like inner monologues we want to talk about? Any thoughts?
We're just kind of distracted thinking about what just happened with the whole spirits coming out of him thing.
Ooh, yeah, that might definitely be a distraction. I believe we have to go down this hex. Anybody else? Are we all focusing on our task? I invite roleplay if we want it. For sure.
I think we're focusing on tasks.
Yeah, I
Not
think
trying to get any vomit in the canoe.
No, vomit in the canoe, out the canoe. So, looking at this hex, it doesn't look as though... I'm wondering if going here is skipping the river. I mean, it's still a river hex. I would still consider it fine. I think it's fine. Instead of having to go down. Okay, cool. Your afternoon also goes unhindered. You're able to just carve your way through the jungle rain, up the river Soshin Star. The tide, or sorry, the current does not hinder you thanks to your magical friend. And yeah, you guys make it into nighttime, and you're able to make camp. You set up camp, I imagine, similar to how you did before, on the side of one of the shores. Maybe drag the boat a few feet away from the water itself, just to not attract any denizens that might be making their way down there. And you set up camp for the night, and you rest. We're using the same watch routine, Valfine, Asteria, Iku. You guys are cool with that?
Sounds good.
Yep.
Cool. And I believe everyone decided to use passive on that. Oh well, Asteria, you might want to make a roll. Did you want to make a roll?
I will make a roll and guidance myself for the roll.
Yeah, guidance yourself for the roll, for sure. That's not a bad idea. Let's see it. Nice, 14 perception on your watch. Yeah, you each stand watch vigilantly through the night and go undisturbed, a day without encounters. I would like some more experience to be delved out here, because we fought that morning, and we got quite a bit, I think, and that was all 5 of you. So all 5 of you were involved in that battle.
I would beg to differ.
You're gonna make me split it up? I'll split it up. No, you're good. I'll split it up. Wait. The zombies were attacked too. The zombies were killed by Brolin. Actually.
Oh, no. I'm
What?
coming at this from an entirely different angle, you see.
Oh, okay. I'll start counting.
I did not damage anything.
You did though because of
You
magic
and
weapon.
me who
Magic
did.
weapon, yeah.
It's
You
true.
involved- you
I
involved
buffed the thing.
Yeah.
you involved
Yeah.
yourself.
Ah!
Yeah, if
Iku
you
as well?
absolutely don't contribute, I'll let you make that marker. Yeah, Iku is in it as well. Yeah, Iku is in it as well. So this is 6. So this is split 6 ways. So we'll go here, 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 here. Number of characters 6. Highest level in the party is 3. So characters submit. Party level 3. All right. Everybody gets 100 XP. Wait, let me see. Yes, 100 XP for everybody. Split 6 ways. The total XP reward was 600. The Zeloraptor, if you're curious, was worth 200 XP. 450, and then all of his zombie boyos were worth 50 each. So, yeah. 600 XP. Split between
How
6
much
people.
level? What do you have to be level 3?
You have to be 900.
Okay, I'm 200 XP away from being.
The individual stipend was what again?
100.
100 for each.
100 each. Gotcha.
Yep, it's 6 PCs, a total reward of 600. There's no the multiplier value didn't play in, so we're good. Cool.
And
We have
what's level 4 again?
Level 4 is
2700.
Yeah, 2700. It's on your.
27, okay.
I put it on. I changed all your. I should change all your bars. I didn't change Valfine's bar yet on her token. I'll get to that later.
Oh,
But I'll change your bar so that your total is so that you'll be filling that bar up rather than going over it. Very cool. You guys are able to rest. You open up to the next day. I believe everybody needs to spend rations because we need to eat. Or you had 4 good berries left, Brolin. They only
Yes, I
last
do.
24 hours.
Well,
I think
I was gonna cast. I can cast it again.
Spend the spell slot, cast it again, and everybody
Yeah.
gets one. Yep. Go ahead and just make sure you mark that spell slot
Okay.
because that's important.
I'll get my health back from that, right?
Yeah, you're 1 HP. if you didn't have it. A long rest gives it to you automatically. If
Yeah,
you long
yeah.
rest, you get your HP back. But yeah, nice.
Just
Yeah,
before
you'll good
nighttime,
berry.
though.
Perfect. Yeah, you'll good berry for everybody, so they are well nourished. Go ahead and spend your salves, your insect salves. Everybody, please spend 1. The one thing we actually get to mark.
So back to morning again?
We're back to morning with new
Nice.
weather. New
New
weather.
weather.
You guys are cutting your way through the jungle. New weather. Let's see what we got.
Cutting my way down.
How's the storm go? What? Look at that. Nice. Sunny.
Sunny rain? What?
Yep. Sunny with rain showers.
Sunny rain.
Sunny
Okay,
rain
most
indeed.
all you guys live in Michigan. You should understand what sunny rain is.
Yeah, sunny rain.
You know, it's sunny. You know it's sunny rain. Yeah, let's get the jungle. Oh wait, no, let's get the jungle travel. Beep, beep, beep. Cool. Get that jungle travel music going. Very cool, and we will start at the top again. Anybody want to change their prepared spells around or apply a daily spell?
The cool thing about druids is that I effectively have 5 prepared spells every day, so it's
Anybody? No, I don't hear any takers, so it doesn't sound like we're changing our spells around for the day. Do you? Yeah, I don't think you have any spells.
Do you wanna give me spells? I can prep them all.
Yeah, you don't.
You can learn spells.
You can. You
Yes.
can choose Arcane Trickster. We'll do that at the end of the episode. We'll keep going here. Doesn't sound like anybody is. So marching order stays the same unless somebody just tell me if you want that to change. In the boat. Asks party assigning roles. Do we want the same roles from yesterday? Say second verse same as the first? Anybody
Sure.
want to change anything? Cool. Go ahead and roll Valfine your 1d4 since I imagine Asteria is guidancing you on your view
Oh, okay.
of everything. So 16 plus. Nice. Another 19
again,
to
yep.
keep the party safe, to watch the shoreline, to watch the water below, just in case. Keeping that fast travel pace, that super fast with our lovely Alexandria, keeping things speedy. Their spells. We will do our navigation roll at
We'll make
advantage.
We'll make it by Camp Righteous today.
Should
Yeah,
we
you guys
stop
don't
at
get them-
Camp Righteous?
Maybe. So yeah, you're gonna be there by the end of the day. for sure if we survive.
It'll be midday.
Skills 5, pace normal. Jungle. Ooh. Okay. All right. So let's see how this goes. Okay. One moment.
It would be very fitting if we get attacked by zombies at Camp Regis.
Oh,
Okay. All right. So you guys make your way through the morning, and it goes unhindered, and you make your way into the afternoon. As you curve your way along the river, only a few light showers here and there in this mostly sunny day, you are able to come into view of something at last, besides just jungle. The jungle itself breaks into an opening as you sort of curve your way around the river, and you start to see tents, ruined tents, abandoned tents. I think you knew this coming in, that Camp Righteous had been abandoned. So that's what you're expecting. The sun rays pouring in as you see the camp itself, and you kind of all maybe let a sigh of relief, like, oh, yes, here's the camp. Like, so, you know, like a way marker. You didn't get lost kind of thing. It's nice to be able to see that. What'd you say?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Not
and
lost.
you, 1 second. Yeah, you curve your way around the edge, and you see these many. Let me change our map really quick, because we're actually getting a legit map here.
Oh, we're finally at fucking Camp Righteous.
I know.
Yeah, you're pretty deep. Pretty deep indeed. Which color? Which number is this? Let me find it. There we go. And let me grab your guys' tokens so I know exactly where you're going to be, so I can open us up into this map. So there's your tokens. Let's travel over here. Beep, 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 beep. Just wait for this to load. Ugh. All right. Okay. I'll put you guys over more on the edge here. And move us over here. All right. So let me give you the book text of the place you've just come to. The official book words.
Is that token supposed to be there?
It is.
Okay.
I know. Tokens scare you. I'll explain to you what that is in just a moment. Give me 1 second to describe the area.
There's a
You
big...
come upon...
Sorry.
It's messing me up, Jacob. You come upon an abandoned riverside camp strewn with wreckage. The tents are moldy and tattered, and all the permanent structures appear to have burned to the ground. 2 intact rowboats are tied off to a short dock. North of the camp is a ridge, built into which is an 80-foot tall stone statue carved to look like a man with a crocodile on his back. Between the statue's feet is a stone archway leading into a dark tunnel. To the left of the statue is a crude animal pen with a small, panicked bird with an axe-like beak running around inside of it, squawking. There are no other signs of life that you can see here. One moment, let me give you guys a quick picture because there's a nice neat little handout we have here for this place. So you can see exactly what that statue looks like. Looks like this. You guys can be a distance away in the river. It's up to you entirely if you want to dock here and investigate. But as you do, Iku kind of lets out a little bit of a smile. But it's kind of like a half. It's more at the old Chultan architecture. This or statue, this huge statue. She looks and she says, "Oh, that brings back memories. There is a story that goes with this statue, my friends. A tale that is well heard among the many bar rooms of Port Nyanzaru. Quite a funny one, if I must say. Do you guys stay in the boat, stay wary of the edge, or do you dock? Deku definitely wants to tell this story, but you guys don't have to dock. She could tell it while you look upon it from the river.
I say, isn't this the camp you guys were going to?
Samuel had a lot more money involved in the first expedition, didn't he?
Why do you say? Oh.
Well, there are more than 4 tents here.
Oh, yeah. Well, you have to understand that this was not Samuel's expedition. Samuel's expedition met up with an entirely different expedition, an expedition of the Order of the Gauntlet. This is their camp, you imagine, and they had simply tagged along with them, you think, to this place and set up this camp, at least to get, better to have numbers when delving into the jungle. So Samuel's expedition traveled and possibly just made camp here with, as far as you know from what Samuel's knowledge is, they were staying with them in Camp Righteous before it got attacked.
I don't know. I don't care if we stop.
Strong feelings among the party. Go ahead.
Can I see anything like in our vicinity that's harmful if we do stop?
Just a squawking bird. And it's
So
just
no-
it's like can't find its way out of this cage. It's just like stuck.
Is it
no
on a
movement
giant
on the
head?
shore or anything? Nothing?
No movement on the shore. You don't see anyone. Nothing. It's just abandoned. You see some smoke from what's left of it, what's left from the damage. Still smoking a little bit.
There's 2 rowboats.
And you see 2 rowboats too. Could make yourself a little armada.
Is that fire actually on right now?
No. Well, it's smoldering.
Okay.
Still smoldering. Like smoke. But
Do you want,
what's up?
Ed, would I know of anything of the Order of the Gauntlet?
The Order of the Gauntlet. Yeah, possibly. Go ahead and roll a history check.
I can give him advantage since I'm a bookworm.
Oh yeah. Go for it. I like that.
Alright. Oh, character sheet would load.
Just click history and it'll ask you whether you want advantage or not.
Yeah, you can't set advantage anymore.
Yeah, you can't set advantage anymore.
In a pop-up.
So it'll, well, you can, but I turned it off. It's just click on the stat. It'll give you a pop-up. A query. It will ask you.
Well, it says input value, and it says public role.
Yeah, public role is what you want to do. That's a toggle to see if you want to whisper the role to me, Dustin. Oh, that's a nice little thing that we have. So you can hide roles from people by rolling them only to me by doing that. But you're setting this to public. This is a public role. There's no really reason.
Oh, here we go.
And then
yeah,
it'll ask you if you want advantage or disadvantage. Yep. So we'll get all of our abilities. We'll do that now, including attacks and everything. Get it?
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Got a 19.
The Order of the Gauntlet. You're familiar with their name. You've seen them pass through Port Nyanzaru a few times. Usually, all part of that same expedition to purge the undead from the jungles. You learned this from Iku previously. What you would know about the Order of the Gauntlet itself? It is a religious organization that worships the gods Tyr and Helm. One other god, I can't remember the name of it. I'm not going to risk butchering it. A triad, essentially, of gods of justice, usually justice and law and goody two shoesness. Like they're very much your triad of good. They hate the undead. They have been known, some of them, to go off into splinter factions and be a little bit more on the insane side when it comes to dealing with an undead scourge, maybe even risking lives to do so. Maybe even in this scenario, these people are out here in the jungle risking their lives against an undead hordes that are unending. You learned this from Iku. She just explained most of what I'm saying, but the you know that they are based in the Somber Hills of the Desserin Valley, far, far to the north, much closer to you would say Neverwinter.
Yeah, these guys. Yeah, I know them. They really hate undead.
Yeah, and anything evil, demons, just all of it, they'll go after it with a zealous.
Strange that they'd be. I mean, it makes sense that they'd be here. Probably make excursions across the river. But nobody in sight.
No. I believe it's common knowledge, well, at least from what you've said, and told me of your knowledge from your patron Samuel Dren. This place was abandoned quite a while ago. Their true camp is further down the river. We could simply go there, or I can still tell you this story. This statue is quite the story.
I'd still like to hear the story, but I don't know if we
Yeah,
want
let's
to
hear the
stop.
story.
The story might have something about the statue that we want to investigate.
Delphine pulls out
Yeah.
a blank book and starts furiously writing with quill and ink.
Yeah, you guys definitely do see that there is a chamber within the statue, though it's too dark to be able to see inside exactly what's there. So yeah, Iku, you guys are kind of just like floating in the river a little bit, kind of like every once in a while War kind of paddles back so you stay in position in front of this thing. Says, in the early days of the world, man stood by the banks of a river, frightened. Crocodile raised his head from the water and asked, "What troubles you, cousin man?" Man said, "I must cross the river, but I fear to enter the water alone, because it teems with your brethren." Crocodile replied, "It's true. You would not be safe, but I will carry you across the river safely on my back if you promise to return the favor." Man agreed, and Crocodile bore him safely across the water. When they reached the far bank, Man asked, "How may I repay you?" Crocodile replied, "I wish to see the realms of man, but I fear to go there alone because it teems with your brethren. You must carry me on your back across your realm." Man had been tricked, but a promise is a promise. So he carries the crocodile safely on his back across the entire realm of humans, a journey that lasted his entire lifetime. He swore in his anger that never again would men and crocodiles be friends, and so it has remained that way ever since that day.
Agreed.
Yes, I think we have both experienced that. That's why I felt like the story kind of had relevance with us. So what say you? Night is about to fall soon. We have at least a good bit of travel left in us today. Shall we continue, or shall we stop and investigate this place? That poor creature is trapped, though I'm sure the jungle will find its way out.
I say we take a look. That'd be some goodies they might have left.
That's true. You don't know what they could have left in such a hurry.
What do you think, Iku?
Says,
Is
honestly,
it worth stopping?
it doesn't look dangerous right now, not from what I see. I would be interested in looking upon this statue. It's been long since I've delved this far in, and I've actually never been here. I've just heard of this statue.
I feel like anything dangerous would have been drawn to the bird already.
Yes, that is a good point. It should have been devoured. The poor creature, I wonder how long it's been sitting there. It looks like starving, like its ribs are like really exposed, like it looks like it's definitely starving to death. At the very least, we can free the poor thing. Let it survive out in the jungle to the best of its ability, and if it's eaten, then it's eaten. Ubtao's will.
Yeah, I'll take a look. I'll take a look at it.
No one
Yeah,
disagrees?
No, I think let's everyone good with going in.
Yeah.
I am good.
Okay, you rest upon the shore, and you are within the camp itself. We're coming in on 11 o'clock. You guys think this is a good pause point? A stopping point?
Yeah, probably.
I think this is a good stopping point. Gives me a chance to read this area again, so that would be nice. I've read it about 6 times, but I don't know, let me read it again. Yeah, that's
All right.
cool. Good episode, guys. We are in Camp Righteous, and we will open up with Camp Righteous when we come back. Figure out this statue, figure out some of these tents, maybe free this poor Axebeat. Oh.